What's up, guys? So, we are going to talk a little bit about Peru. So, the one thing I've noticed is the people that are seasoned travelers understand how amazing Peru is for a bunch of reasons. But a lot of people don't understand and don't see it. So, we're going to talk about it today. Um, we're going to tell you um, about Peru. We're going to talk about Peru. Um, and we're going to talk about if you should go there, right? Like I really don't think people understand about Peru and how freaking awesome it is, and that they should definitely check it out, right? So today we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about Peru. We're going to talk about why you should go. Um, sorry guys, I always turn the stream on so I can watch it and make sure I'm not missing any chats, anybody talking. But yeah, so Peru was one of my first trips on the channel. Not the first one, but one of the first ones. And Peru is phenomenal, guys. Like the food, the women, um, the vibe. There's so much stuff that you can go check out that will just change your view on Peru. I think you have to go to Peru to understand. Um, you got to go to Peru to understand, um, like what it really has to offer. There's some crazy food. There's some really good food. There's stuff that you should try when you go, and we're going to talk about that today. At the same time, we're watching the Browns game. It's tied. Obviously, Deshaun Watson's been out 3 weeks. He came back today, and he's already hurt. I mean, we're still. It's in the second quarter. 14-14, Cleveland, Indianapolis. I'm really rooting for Deshaun Watson, but man, it's either he's hurt and then like he just can't stay healthy, and I don't know why. Maybe he should like stay in the pocket and throw the ball. I don't know, but it's obvious the Browns' defense is going to make it happen. So, but yeah, back to Peru, guys. So I went to Peru for 15 days. I was there in December. I was there when the president of Peru got arrested. Cosmo, go. Okay, sorry. He's in a lovey mood, and I want to hug on him, but like he doesn't stop. He doesn't stop, kitty cat. So, all right, let's talk about food. Let's start off with food. We'll talk about why is it that the food in Peru is so great. So, actually, to start, we'll start about my itinerary and how it all went. So, I got a hotel room in Lima, and I stayed in Lima. I stayed in Lima. I got a room for the whole time so that we could leave most of our stuff there, and then we flew to Cusco and went from there. Getting to Machu Picchu is really difficult, so it's time consuming, and you have to make different like planes, trains, and automobiles type of thing, right? So, yeah, guys. So I went to Peru and hung out with some foreigners at a foreigner bar um, called Hash Run. We did that in Miraflores, which is where my hotel was. Miraflores and Barranco are the two nicest neighborhoods in Lima, Peru. Now, Lima is really high up there, guys. So um, it's one of the highest capitals in the world. What you'll notice is okay, the three highest capitals in the world are La Paz, Bolivia, which I have videos on my YouTube. Quito, Ecuador, which I haven't been there, but I've been to Ecuador. I went to Guayaquil. And then Bogota, Colombia, which is where I am streaming right now for you. So we went and hung out in Miraflores, and then next day we took a tour down to Ica and Huacachina. that is cool. Like, so I'm gonna show you guys a little bit. Hold on one second. Waka Waka China. Waka China. Okay. So let me share my screen with you. This is the spot, guys. So this is called Wakachina. It's like a desert in the middle of the country. And I have videos on Wakachina. I'm going to post my video links in the chat so you can check it out. But yeah, this is Wakachina. I went like dune buggying and stuff here and sandboarding, which is something that's really cool. All right. So let me show you guys. And then we went to Ica. Like, this is cool. Look at that. It's just like it's a desert in the middle of nowhere. Like, oh, look at them kisses. Getting kisses. Yeah, tour in Peru. We did the dune buggies. It lights up at night, and there's like clubs and bars and stuff in the middle of a desert. It's pretty neat. I ended up hooking up with this hot girl here. So, but yeah, Wakachina, and then Ica, Peru is like they have that's in Wakachina is in Ica, and then let's look at Paracas. Is all of it is right next to each other. Like Wakachina and Paracas um, are not far from each other. Look at this water and look at all the seals. You can go seal watching. That's cool. That's a old. It's still in the ground. That's permanent. Um, it's in my videos. Which actually, let me go ahead. Let me get you guys my links so you can check out Peru. Give me a second, and I will post it for you. My channel. Let's go to trips around the world. Let's go all the way back to December, right? And then I will also play a little bit for you. I'm going to show you guys a little bit about Wakachina and Paracas. There is Machu Picchu. Let me put this let me share this link for you. So this is one of my videos. That is the Machu Picchu video. And then this is going to be Ica and Paracas. I'm just going to throw them all in here for you. Give me 1 second. So this is Ica and Paracas, Peru. And we've got Lima video. Just a warning. These videos did pretty good, but I don't feel like my content was very good back then, like me on video. So that's the Lima video. Lima. So these are the videos I made out here. So, all right, let's go back to this. So those are the 3 videos I made down in Lima. So yeah, guys. So the thing about Lima is very big. And they've had a lot of political instability. So they've had like 7 presidents in the last 6 years. And I was there. So we got there. We were doing a tour at a government site that I'll tell you about later. And that government site, we walked out and they padlocked it. and we didn't know what was going on. And we went up to this coffee shop and saw some old guys, and they were talking about how the president had just declared a coup because he was going to get impeached that day. And instead of having the impeachment, he just dissolved Congress. And then when he realized that Congress was going to do a vote anyways before leaving, he went to the Mexican consulate, and on the way he got arrested. So we had to make a decision. Do you stay? Do you go? What do you do, right? And my buddy that traveled with me, he's here from Colombia, and we were like, yeah, he's like, all the gringos are leaving. Do you want to leave? And I'm like, nope, let's stay. And he's like, why? I was like, well, I just don't think it's going to be, I think they're going to arrest him. And they did. So, and then they had a curfew, and the curfew got lifted like within 2 hours. So, we ended up staying. We ended up going to Cusco. So we were in Lima, then we went to Ica and Huacachina for the next day. And then we came back, and then we flew to Cusco a couple days later. And from Cusco, we flew to Cusco, spent a day in Cusco, and then we took the train to Ollantaytambo, and then you take the train to Ollantaytambo, and then um, sorry, no, you take a bus. I always get it confused. A bus to Ollantaytambo, and then a train to Aguascalientes. All right, so we took that, and then uh, yeah, so we did that. Um, and then met some girls, took them on a date. Next day, we went to Machu Picchu, came back, partied in Aguascalientes. Then we went back to Cusco, had a good time in Cusco, and then we met. We went to the aguas thermales, which are the hot springs, and that's where I met Sasha, who you see a lot of my videos. End result, we got out of there 1 hour before they firebombed the airport. So we got out of there luckily. Sasha got stuck. Um, so yeah, we got out of there just in time. Um, and then we went back to Lima, and we had a little bit of time to spend, and we spent with the Barranco, which is a really really hippie neighborhood. It's cool, and this is where we're going to start talking about the food, guys. There is one thing that the Peruvians are known for: delicious, delicious food. All right, so I had llama burgers. Llama burger is probably the best hamburger I've ever had in my life. It was amazing, guys. Amazing. Llama burgers, llama burgers, llama burgers. Sounds gross, absolutely delicious. We had llama burgers. When we were in Cusco, we ate cuy, which is this. That's a cuy. That's a guinea pig. That was gross, guys. Guinea pig was gross. Um, but yeah, we had llama burgers, and like their food down there, their empanadas, everything is so delicious. Like you've got to try Peruvian food for sure. Peruvian food, hands down, is some of the best in Latin America. Bolivia is actually really underrated with their food, but um, yeah. So now we've talked about food. We talked about the travel trip down there. It was amazing, but I know you got the guys out there. They want to know about the girls. If you like exotic looking women, if you like women that look indigenous, like I do, I like exotic women. The women down there are some of the sexiest in the world. A lot of them are very proud to be from Peru, so they aren't looking for a green card. They just want you for you. Um, my buddy Juan, who I took with me, he was like, "Bro, they lied to me. And I'm like, what do you mean they lied to you? And he goes, they lied to me. They said Peruvian girls are ugly or Peruanas. So everyone Peruanas or Peruanos. That's what the people are called. Peruvian food. Peruvian is the food. But the people are Peruanas or Peruanos, males and females. So yeah, he's like, yeah, they lied to me. They said girls down there are ugly. And I think it's just the negative stereotype of the indigenous people most of the time, right? Um, so yeah, like I think they're gorgeous, but yeah, when he got there, dude, he was like, man, these girls are stunning. Like they're just hot, hot, hot down there. So yeah, it was pretty cool, guys. Like you got to check out Peru. The Peruvian girls are gorgeous. They are like really, really sweet. Um, they like foreigners, but they're not as like foreigner crazy as like Colombia. Um, it's a poor country as well, but they look at you more as a person and not as a wallet. Um, but here, I'm going to show you what Peruvian girls look like. All right, let me share my screen. All right, so that's a Peruvian, like that's a Peruvian, and this is one that looks. These two look more indigenous, right? This is Miss Peru. She's gorgeous. Um, yeah, look, see, like they're darker. They have more of the Chinese the China they call it China ojos. So the thing you guys have to understand is there's a humongous Chinese community in Peru. The Peruvian like in Peru the Chinese built like um like they have if you watch my videos that I put they have Parque Chino, they have Chinatown, which is a whole Chinatown. The Parque Chino is actually in Miraflores. They have chaufa comida, which they call it chaufa down there. Chaufa is Chinese food. Like, but yeah, like look, she's gorgeous. But you see how they have like an Asian look, but they're indigenous. And then like here's them in the traditional wear. You know, it won't view. This is my style. Like, she's not hot, but she's gorgeous. Like just a regular girl, right? Boom. So yeah, in these girls in Peru are gorgeous. Like boom, look, you know, boom, boom. Look at imagine that waking up next to that every day, looking at her and being and that you see those gorgeous honey eyes. Boom, look. So these are Peruvian. These are Peruanas. That's your girl next door. That looks like a Lima girl. That's what the girls in Lima look like. That and here, like just gorgeous guys. I mean, and I mean, I'm not gonna call dudes good looking like that, but ladies, if you're watching this, like you can go find yourself a husband as well, right? The people down there are very friendly and inviting. Sorry, got that. It's that 100,000 peso bill. Um, but yeah, guys, like Peru is like just one of those places. I wouldn't live there, but I know a lot of people once they go there, they want to move there. Um, I love Peru, but I tend to stay away from countries that are extremely politically um, unstable. I don't knock the people for it, but it's just as a foreigner, when you move somewhere, you have to be very careful, right? You don't want to go somewhere like okay, look, I love Vietnam. Vietnam is somewhere that Vietnam might be the exception to the rule. Vietnam is a communist country, but I might move there one day. Like I really have a lot of love for Vietnam, and I don't think that their political system is that much of a negative, so it's okay. You know what I mean? Um, the Browns are up 17-14 without Deshaun Watson. Maybe he's not the answer. That's crazy. But Yeah, guys, like my buddy Callis, his heart is in Peru. Like he loves Peru. But guys, I'm gonna tell you something about Lima. Lima, right near the airport, is one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in all of the country. Do not go to Callao. I went to Callao and I made a video. Don't go to Callao. Don't stay in Callao just to save money. It's not worth it. Peru is really cheap, like really cheap, and we're gonna talk about that next. We're gonna talk about like the currency. Um, so their currency is called the sol. All right, the sol. Um, Now let's do this. So one U.S. dollar. All right, here we go. I'm going to share this for you. All right, one U.S. dollar is 3.86 sol. All right, 3.86 sol. Now, I always use a bottle of Coca Cola as an example, right? How much is a, because I think I haven't been there in almost a year, so of Coca Cola in Peru. Coca Cola is the standard, guys. It's about 75 cents for a bottle. The average price in all countries is one US dollar. Obviously, it's almost two in the States. But yeah. So Peru is like, um, Peru is crazy. Like, let's look at hotels, right? Hotels in Miraflores, Peru, prices. Miraflores is fire, guys. You're going to see a lot of foreigners there. I will say this: you are going to realize that people are nicer and friendlier outside of Lima. All right, so like this is the ibis. It's 240. This is $40 a night. $50 a night. All right, $50 a night for this. I'm trying to see if I can find mine. My hotel was really nice, and we did really well. I think it was $30 a night in Miraflores. I don't remember, but yeah, 243 is about $50, give or take. So yeah, guys, you can go to Peru. I think it's just okay. It's cold there, not cold, but it's colder in most places. So like a lot of people don't want to go there because it's colder, right? Um, but now let's talk about food and I mean we already talked about the food, but the food and nightlife mix, right? So um, Miraflores, Lima nightlife. There's a spot like we went out. It was great, guys. Like let's look at some photos. Let me share this screen with you. So they have pub crawls, which are cool. They've got this one bar that's what's it called? It's like a Irish bar, and it was really good. I actually had the shepherd's pie, and it was really good. Like, oof, yes, beautiful, guys, beautiful. We're going to be going back to the states so that some to get a new phone, so that we can do better lives here with around town and every time I travel. Yeah, that's Mita Flores right there. That's that view. Look at that. Um, Look at that. World dating guys. Those are Peruanas. She is that's my type right there, guys. That dark caramel, beautiful hair. But if she had her hair, she'd be like perfect, guys. Um, oh, here's a map. All right, look. So this is Miraflores, and then this is Barranco. These are like the two areas I was talking about. I did a video in Surquillo when I got my hair cut in Surquillo. Surquillo is very dangerous. Stay away from Surquillo. Um, that's Miraflores, guys. Look at that. Boom. Pub crawl. Oh, it's a gay bar. Peruvian buffet. Yeah, guys, the food down there is awesome. And the girls, like, look at that. These girls are beautiful. This is what you get when you go to Lima, Peru, guys. Like, and for the dudes that like dudes, there you go. So we're just going to skip through that. Um, yeah, that's Peruana right there. Boom. These are all Peruanas. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So the nightlife, I think if I had to give it, all right, let's do some banners. Peru food. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, just because I've been to other countries where the food is way better. Peru is amazing. Don't get me wrong, but like the food's an 8 out of 10. All right, Peru women, 10 out of 10. Some of the hottest women in the world are Peruvian. Some of the sweetest women in the world are Peruvian. Some of the most genuine women in the world are Peruvian. If you're looking for a girlfriend or a wife, go to Peru, don't go to Colombia. You want an awesome girl for a relationship to have fun with, you come here to Colombia. I hate to say it, but just it's a lot of foreigners come here and they kind of screw it up, I think. So, all right, there's a segue on this nightlife, 9 out of 10, but only on the weekends. It's pretty dead during the week, guys. In Lima, like there's spots to go, but um, you want to do like like um, the weekends. The weekends are the spot. You want to do like city stuff during the week. What's up, TMI? I'm just doing a quick like hour long live on Peru talking about it. Like, did you see some of the girls I was showing? Like, Peruvian women are phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. Shout out to TMI Santiago, guys. Make sure you check out his channel too. He's got two of them, TMI Santiago and TMI Sasua. Show him some love like you do for me. Um, so yeah, I'm thinking you've got the let's see. So that we got the food, um, activities. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you can stay in the cities and have a blast, or you can go to Machu Picchu, Huacachina, Paracas, Ica. You can do alcohol tours, which is Pisco. They have Pisco there. Um, there's just so much to do, guys. That's cool. That's cool, man. Um, there's just all sorts of stuff to do. And like we went to Aguas Calientes in close to Machu Picchu, and there was like these two girls and at the bar. So we went to Machu Picchu and we came back to Aguas Calientes, and the World Cup semifinal was on. So I was in there watching the game with a bunch of French, and I started hitting on my bartender. So I'm talking to my bartender, chilling, and ended up like asking her out. I was like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" And she's like, "Nothing." I was like, "Let's go get dinner." And I said, hey, but my buddy's here. Do you have a girlfriend that you can bring for him? And she's like, what does he look like? I showed a picture. She's like, I got just the girl for him. We ended up going on a double date that night. I ended up hanging out, and we went to this barrio, which was really safe actually, and drinking and just having a good time overlooking Machu Picchu. The girls are just really awesome in Peru. Since TMI just jumped on, TMI, do you want me to show you what the Peruvian girls look like? Since you just jumped on, because like I think they're some of the hottest in the world to me. Like they're my style. They're my type. So um, if you want to see it, I'll share some stuff with you. Um, they're fucking phenomenal guys. Like you would love the women in Peru, and they're just chill. They don't expect a lot. They just want you to be a good person and treat them like a queen. And if you do that, you don't have to spend a lot. You don't have to get them a green card. Um, they just they're really down to earth. And I really like that about the people in Peru. Um, and it's usually just the foreigners that are doing the nose candy. Um, because Peru is known for it. um, oh shoot, it's about to pour outside. So, oh wow, Indy took the lead back. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, so Peru's great. So we did. What have we looked at? We have looked at um, the food, the girls, the activities, and the nightlife. Um, let's. What else is there? Like, I mean, Machu Picchu. I mean, we could do a whole video on Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is one of those things that when you see it, you're like, how did they do this? How did they do this? Like, there's a reason it's one of the seven wonders of the world. Like in Brazil, the what do you call it? The Christ the Redeemer is cool, but I'm like, it's phenomenal. But Machu Picchu's just like, wow. Let me see if I can find some footage of the baños thermales because Aguas Calientes, Peru. Yeah. Um, this is cool. This is like $2 to go do. These are hot springs. Let me share the screen with you. Um, so like these are the baños thermales, and so you go, you walk, you pay at this gate back here, and then you walk all the way up and around. And this is a bar restaurant, and then there's another one back here, and then there's lockers, and you can turn your stuff in, and then everybody and then each one is a different temperature. One's 98, one's 95, one's 92 degrees. These are natural hot springs that are kind of pumped in from right over here. And then if you look, this is the backside. So what's cool about Machu Picchu that people don't know is that um, is that um, on the other side of Machu Picchu is actually Brazil and the Amazon. So like Machu Picchu is at the base of the Amazon. Look at this. Amazing. And these are natural hot springs. Look at that. Boom. This is Aguas Calientes. Boom. Peru Rail, which is the train we took. But we had a really cool cabin with like open glass. It was neat. So if you guys like outdoorsy stuff, there's a lot of stuff that you can do in Peru. If you like club stuff and girls, all of that is available too. Um, the stuff that a lot of guys look for, the pay for play, like that's illegal. It's not illegal. It's just not legal there, but it's everywhere. You can find it. It's not hard to do if that's what you want. But if you want a good girl, like Peru, I really think, is a spot where a lot of us, if if we're American, we can go down there and you don't need to pay. Like it's really chill, guys. You go up there and you just and like, hey, how are you? Would you like to go to dinner? You want to go get a drink? You want to go out tonight? Boom, done. Yeah, man, Peru is freaking dope. Like, shout out to Big Daddy Stovepipe. Like, guys, Peru is one of those things. Like, it's one of those exceptions. People like, I know a lot of dudes. Like my buddy Callis from Miami. He's born in the Caribbean. Like, he's like, I like Colombia. I'd never live in Colombia. He's like, I could live in Peru and be so happy. Like, he's, he's a 6'4" black dude from the Caribbean, and he's so chill. I think that's why his vibe in Peru are because the vibe in Peru is way different than rest of Latin America, guys. Peru is just so relaxed and chill, and the people are just cool, whatever. Like, and I think that's why dude gets along there. Like me, I like wild and crazy. So Peru wouldn't be the spot I would move to, but I love going there to travel. Um, it's you gotta you gotta check it out. Definitely watch my 3 videos. um, it's crazy. Um, you know, Peru is special places. Um, one of those special places in the world that you can go, and no matter what you're looking for, you can have it. Um, I'm copying them over to the Kick stream, by the way, guys. We are live on Kick, Twitch, and stream. We're talking Peru today. I started doing this the other day, and I was like, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a crazy talk lives at night. Um, but I think during the day, we're going to talk like we're going to pick each country that I've been to, and we're going to just do a live on that country and what my experience was in that country. I'm copying these 3 videos were made by me in Peru in December 2022. So yeah, guys, like Peru is so each day we're gonna pick a country and we're gonna spend like an hour talking about that country. I think that'll be fun. So look forward to each day until Saturday, guys. Saturday morning, we are going to, or Saturday afternoon, we are flying to the Sioux. We one is 6 days away. 6 days away, and we will be in the DR, kicking up dust in the DR, guys. We are gonna have so much fun for that 4 days. We're gonna be kicking it in DR, then we're gonna come back to Colombia for like 8 hours, and then at 5 a.m. I got to be back at the airport to go to Guadalajara, Mexico. Guadalajara is the shit, guys. Absolutely amazing. Um, Shoo! Oh, the not Miles Garrett just smacked Gardner Minshew, and the ball was in a scrum. The Browns get it. Defensive touchdown again. Let's freaking go. Browns back in the lead, 23-21, kicking the extra point, and it is good, 24-21, without Deshaun Watson a freaking game. Dude was back for like one quarter. Such a disappointment. And I'm such a big fan of his too. I mean, any dude that loves massage parlors is my type of dude. You know? Man, that dude's a dog. Miles Garrett is one of like I still think the most devastating defensive player in the NFL over the last 15 years is definitely not anymore, but it was Aaron Donald. I mean, you've never seen a big dude be that ripped and be that fast. But Miles Garrett's a special talent, man. He's a weird dude too, man. I met him down at Texas A&M, and he's just a weird person. Not a bad person. He's just different. But he's a dog, man. I'm definitely glad he's on my team, not wrecking my quarterback. Well, one of my 28,000 quarterbacks in the last 10 years. So if we have any success this year, our defense is going to be the one. Our defense is going to make it happen. So, but yeah, guys. Yeah, we're gonna go to Mexico, then we're gonna come back and we're gonna go all over Colombia. We're gonna show you guys Colombia for just like it'll be insane. So, um, but yeah, Peru is just special, man. You know, Barranco has some of the best restaurants in the entire city. I think Barranco is more for like the young hipster crowd, and then you've got I think that if you get the Miraflores is where like that's where we partied. We partied hard. We did a lot of stuff that I can't talk about on here. Um, it was fun though. I indulged in Peru uh, way more than I intended to. But I'm gonna bring up the girls one more time just to show TMI because hold on one second. Like this is Peru. Oh no, that's not Peruvian girl. That's Peru. So like hold on one second. I'm gonna share this for TMI because I know he wants to see like and she's got that Peruvian flag swimsuit. Boom. Look at that. Peru. Dating Peruvian girls. Um, this didn't really give up the best views. Hold on. Beautiful Peru women. I think is a better. You get more of the actual look. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So, guys, like that, she's pretty, but this is more of what they look like. This indigenous look. Like, boom. That it looks like a girl. Like, I bet you she's from Lima. I put money on it that she's from Lima because she's more fair complected. Um, look at that. Boom. Boom. I love Indio girls. Indio girls, like, look at her. Boom. That's PeruWomen.com. Shout out to PeruWomen.com. This is Miss Peru, indigenous with the indigenous clothing on. Um, look at that. Boom. Look at those eyes, man. Just stare at me. This is the one. Like, this is my dream girl. Look at her. Look at those honey eyes. Those honey eyes. She is phenomenal, guys. So if you're looking to go out there, like, look, I love beautiful women. You guys love beautiful women. But for real, like, you've got to have more experience than just the chicas, right? But if you're going to go there, this is what you're looking at all day long. Um, they don't always look so hot when they get older. Like the women in Colombia keep their look, right? Like, look, boom, boom. Oh, yeah. That's for you, TMI. That's all you, buddy. Look at that. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Boom. She's different, but she's pretty. Look at that. Boom. And that's old. The old ladies. That's for come truck with me. That's all. That's definitely for come truck with me. I'm joking. I'm joking. I just got to crack on my dude because he and I are off the chain. Look at that. Boom. So, yeah, guys, like this is that's Peru, guys. Like Peru is one of those spots where you can go do great fun things out in the countryside. You could do great things in like the clubs. The food is phenomenal. The cuisine, the high end cuisine is phenomenal. The pubs are great. Um, and the women are just phenomenal. Like, so yeah, guys, um, it's definitely. And if you like soccer, Alianza Lima is the hottest team. A former player from my team here in Colombia plays on that team now. He's leading the league in scoring. So yeah, guys, like definitely check out Peru and like the damn video, like the video, subscribe, support me because I love you guys too. I'm trying to make the best content possible on a daily basis. Like I said, I was normally just doing the wild and crazy travel chats with the dudes, but I'm going to do that at night. And during the day, I'm going to give you like inside access to all the countries I've been to as I go. Because I really, really think you get it's better to hear from someone that's been there, right? Like if you've been there before, um, it gives you a different perspective on things. Like I've been to Peru. I spent 12 days there. It was amazing. Um, and I really, really highly, yeah, like the damn video. Let's go, stovepipe. Like, yeah, guys. So I think from now on, we're going to do that. We're going to do like a daily, I'm going to pick a country I've been to, um, but only countries I've been to for the channel because I've been to over 80 something countries, almost 100 in my life. But since I started the channel, we're at 24. We'll be at 26 before the end of the year, and then we're back at it again next year. Um, so yeah, guys, make sure you like the video and tell me what you want to see next. Right? Look at my videos, pick or see where I've been, and then we will talk about. I'll let you guys pick it. If you put it in the chat, not for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow's video, I already have the country picked. I'm going to talk about my experience in Ukraine tomorrow. Um, Ukraine was a freaking awesome experience, guys. So um, definitely, we're going to have a good talk about traveling in Ukraine. And I'm going to tell you something. Even during the war, it was amazing. But I'm not going to say any more on that because we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Um, but is there any questions you guys have about Peru? Is there anything you want to know that I haven't touched on? Um, is there like any questions? Throw it in the chat, and I'm definitely going to answer. And if you're watching this after the fact, watching a rerun of it, definitely go ahead, put your questions in. I see them. I'm doing my best um, to answer, but I've actually had a lot of questions lately, which is good. We went we gained over 150 subscribers this week from the lives and from the shorts and from working with other creators um, just on the main channel alone. And then we've gained like 50 more on the Columbia channel, about 25 or 30 more on the sports channel. The reviews channel is actually popping. I'm surprised. I think it's because people look for reviews on video. So, yeah, guys, um, I'm gonna get off here in a moment. Then I'm gonna head over to my buddy's place and make a review video at his restaurant. Finally, we're gonna do that. Um, but yeah, guys, it's growing. It just takes time. It takes time to get people watching your stuff, and that's why I'm encouraging you engage with me. Ask what you want to know. Ask your questions, and I'd be glad to answer. Um, you know, Peru's in the southern hemisphere, so you definitely want to make sure you go during their summer, not during their winter. Um, so. Um, So yeah, I mean, remember everything's in the southern hemisphere. It's opposite. So like December is summertime here. Dang, Browns are up 27-21 at the half. This is going to be a high scoring game. That's crazy. So, all right, I'm going to give it a few more minutes, guys. Tell me what you want to know about Peru. Ask whatever you want, and I will answer for you. Funny story about the Peru trip. So I we were there when when Castillo got arrested, and I was supposed to go to Argentina right after that. Like I was supposed to get back from Peru, and then be in Colombia for a day or two, and then go to Argentina. And I actually canceled my flight to Argentina because Argentina's vice president got arrested like the day before Castillo did in Peru. And being that I had just barely made it out of Cusco, like literally the airport got firebombed the day like an hour after we left. And Sasha got stuck there for 2 weeks because they shut everything down because of the protests. Um, so I redid it. And because I canceled Argentina, you guys got Panama. I did, man, Panama was wild. I ended up meeting a girl from Chiriquí, which is up near David, up near the Costa Rican border. But she was in Panama City, and we'll talk more about that tour that I took. It was just a random tour because there's a guy that you guys got to check out when you go to Panama. But we'll do that on another day. Um, but yeah, Panama. It's starting to pour outside. But yeah, I ended up spending like my whole trip with her. I met her. I was like, "Hey, would you like to go get a drink?" We went and had a Balboa, which is delicious beer, guys. Balboa is delicious, and ended up being like we drank and had a little food, and then I was like, "Hey, you want to go get a nice dinner tonight?" And she's like, "Yeah." So we went, got a nice dinner. Um, and well, she we I went to my hotel room and changed. She went to her hotel room and changed, and then we met at the restaurant and had a meal, and then um, we went back to my hotel room. And it was funny because we had been drinking, and I didn't have a rubber because honestly, I was just there to make content, and she was all like, "Yeah, the first time we're not doing it without not now." Dude, I ran 5 blocks in like shorts and no shirt to go get a rubber. And then the next morning she let me hit it without. But first time she didn't want to do it without. And I don't blame her. I'm it's about but either way. Hashtag no condom gang for TMI. I think you should trademark that TMI and get shirts made. But nah, I'm not always, it's but yeah, and then I ended up spending like 3 or 4 days with her. She was a sweetie. She had just got divorced, and her ex husband took the kids, and she just went to Panama City just to kind of veg and kind of just walk around. And then we met and we hung out. We keep in contact. She's a very nice person. I need to actually go to David to make a video, so I might see what she's up to. Um, that girl is gorgeous. She's gorgeous, but with one flaw. I thought it was a cleft thing, but she actually got bit by a dog in the mouth when she was a kid, and she's got this little scar. But her body is just phenomenal for 4 kids, 3 or 4 kids, man. So, but all right, guys, I need you to like the video and subscribe and ask whatever questions you would like to know. And this is what we're going to do. We are going to jump off here. I'm going to go watch a little bit of the game. And then I'm going to roll to the restaurant. So I'll look forward to seeing you guys tonight. We're going to do wild and crazy travel chat. And y'all have a great day. This is Army Guy Travels. Thank you for your support.